पसंद बेवरेजेस का एक समय था जब मंद पसंद सबको पसंद आता था और अचानक अब पिछले 2 दिनों से सबको नापसंद हो गया। कल भी 20% का लोअर सर्किट लगा हुआ था और आज भी आपकी स्क्रीन पर देखिए 20% के लोअर सर्किट पे कामकाज। और ये जो 275 के स्तर आपको आपकी स्क्रीन पर नजर आएंगे वो इस कंपनी के 52 हफ्तों के लोज हैं, यानी कि साल के हाई से स्टॉक में कैलकुलेट कर रहा था, आधा वाइप आउट कर चुका है। स्टॉक का साल का हाई था 512 रुपए का। तो पिछले 2 दिनों में ऐसा क्या हो गया? ये डिलॉइट ऑडिटर्स को लेकर कुछ खबरें आ रही थी।
Probably the biggest mistake I ever made, and I just said I learned nothing. I learned that 25 years ago.
वो सुहाने दिन, आशिकाने दिन, ओश की नमी में भीगे वो पुराने दिन गुजर गए, हम किधर गए, पीछे मुड़ के देखा पाया सब ठहर गए, अकेले हैं।
You know, in my lifetime, I was born in 1930. I was conceived in 1929 because my dad was a stock salesman, and after the crash, he didn't have anything to do. So I look back with great fondness on the 1929 crash. But since 1930, since I was born in 1930, real GDP per capita has increased 6 for 1. Just think of that, 6 for 1.
Just broad-based declines across all of the major technology sectors. Apple's under pressure. Yahoo down 8.5%. Cisco 6.5%. Research in Motion 10%.
It was the worst day on Wall Street since the crash of 1987.
Waiting to see how low the Dow will go. They're focused on the Dow, not focused on OPEC. Yes, OPEC did cut production by 10%.
Money today?
Yeah, we made good money today, actually. And we had some real high flyers today, so we had a good day today.
Do you have a guess how much?
I'm going to say we probably made about 14 million. It's going to be a guess.
Druckenmiller manages Soros's quantum fund. I asked him about the events last September.
It was inevitable. It was at a conclusion that could not be avoided under any intellectual thought process. And I must say, as the person actually managing the fund, that would have led me maybe to do $2 or $3 or $4 billion, and that was where the combination of experience, courage, whatever you've heard about this man, came into play, because it was he who pushed very, very hard on me to take the position to where we took it, and actually wanted to take it further, but we didn't. We ran out of time.
And see where we are in the circuit breakers, Bob.
And I had a thermometer on my head this morning. It was an odd experience, but it was effective. I got in, and it's a necessary step. Again, we want to review. I know we're all become scholars of circuit breakers in the last week or so. Level 1, which is where we are right now, we opened down about 8% on the S&P. We'll reopen 9:46 or so Eastern time here. That will halt trading for 15 minutes. Level 1 and level 2 will kick in at any point up until 3:25 p.m. Eastern time. After that, there is no trading halt unless you drop 20%. Then you halt trading for the rest of the day. I know it's a little convoluted, but all of us gotten used to the business about this. We don't know where the market will open here. Obviously, we're down about 8% on the S&P, but the banks were weak this morning. They announced they're going to suspend. Most of the major banks are suspending their buybacks. The theory here that they're going to divert the money into loans. Let's hope that is indeed the case. But you see, these are pre-opens on the banks here, rather severe drops overall. Where's it?
You want to bet against the housing market?
Why? Those bonds only fail if millions of Americans don't pay their mortgages. That's never happened in history. Excuse me, Dr. Berry, it seems like a foolish investment.
Based on prevailing sentiment of the market, banks, and popular culture, yes, it's a foolish investment, but everyone's wrong.
This is Wall Street, Dr. Berry. If you offer us free money, we are going to take it.
My one concern is that when the bonds fail, I want to be certain of payment in case of solvency issues with your bank.
September first week में मैंने purchasing करी थी, first week या October last week में something. Asian Paint लिए थे मैंने 191 average price है उसका 3,326 रुपए.
How did you actually buy a pizza?
I just posted on the forum. I said, if anybody's interested, I'm offering 10,000 Bitcoins. in exchange for some pizza. And somebody there said, hey, I'll take you up on that offer. So I sent him the 10,000 Bitcoin. I said, okay, here it is. I'm waiting for my pizza. And, he phoned it in, he paid with his credit card, and the pizza showed up at my door. Here you can see the original pizzas, and that's my daughter's hand. She was a year old.
Wow. So, you paid 10,000 Bitcoins for one pizza?
It was two pizzas, actually.
In the worst single day in the history of the New York Stock Exchange, the market lost $14 billion in value, bringing the week's loss to more than $30 billion, 10 times more than the entire annual budget of the federal government, and far more than the United States had spent during all of World War I. Worst hit in the short run were the thousands of small investors who, believing that everyone could be rich, had bought stock on margin, sometimes borrowing as much as 90% of its book value. In a matter of hours, in some cases minutes, they had lost everything: their life savings, their houses, and their dreams.
Guys, we are looking at an unprecedented meltdown here. I've never seen anything like this.
Keller Zabel's loss today was the worst in over a year, and this big drop may be just the beginning of a much deeper correction. It is an amazing story. Keller Zabel's stock is getting hammered.
How is it you've never been more wrong in your life than right now? You're losing all your money right now. I see it. It's going down. Somebody's betting big money that Zabel's stock is about to collapse. You want to know?
The stock's about to lose its bar mitzvah, Jake.
Take the haircut and sell.
You're on a 50% margin, buddy. I can still get you out now at a total loss, but at least you won't owe.
Money out, threatening the firm's liquidity. In one incredible week, shares of KZI are down 52%.
I know where the stock is. I have it in front of me. What you gotta do right now is relax, take a deep breath, tell your banks not to sell the stock.
The stock is overreacting right now, and hey, what financial stock is it, right?
Listen, 3 months from now, we're gonna look back on this and we're gonna laugh.
You're angry, I'm angry. Okay, we're okay. Relax.
Relax. Jesus Christ.
I've known you your whole life, Jake. And I know when you're lying to yourself.
Robbie, listen to me. Keller Zabel's been around a long, long time, all right? It's one of the great names in investment banking. A month, a year, doesn't matter. We'll be back to 65, 70, and I'll be fine. You just gotta hold it, okay?
1 Bitcoin or 1 lakh rupees, what would you choose?
1 lakh rupee for sure. I would choose 1 lakh rupees.
1 lakh rupees. Okay.
Sabas! 1 lakh rupees.
1 lakh.
1 lakh rupees.
1 lakh.
1 lakh.
1 lakh.
I have zero knowledge about Bitcoin, so 1 lakh rupees. Yeah.
Sense? कहाँ गई sense? Where is the fucking sense?
तो आप अगर सिर्फ वो अंधाधुन है ना, फिर ये बुल मार्केट है, हम कुछ भी कर लेंगे, हमारा पैसा बनते रहेगा, तो वो नहीं होना.
Buying 2,200 crores of volumes, and that's where you actually saw some buying. But anyway, let's recap the day. It's been a really bad day for the bulls, led primarily by financials. The top 4 names are all blue chip financials. Bajaj Finance down 12%, HDFC down 11%, HDFC Bank down 8%, ICICI Bank down 8%. That's the kind of decline that we had. You could throw in a Kotak Mahindra Bank as well, down 7%. Then you had Tata Steel down 8%, Eicher Motors, Hero MotoCorp down about 6.5%. Maruti was down 6% as well. State Bank, Infosys, Larsen and Toubro. So many stocks down more than 5%. Bharti Airtel down 4%. Shree Cement down about 4%. On just complete panic in mid caps. 1:8 advanced decline. Stocks falling 10, 20, 30. In certain cases 65% like Infibeam. Your thoughts on what's going on right now?
See, Anuj, I think one has to exclude this Infibeam kind of stocks, and I've heard you saying that we should prepare a negative list. And if you recall, I've said this at the start of the new year on 1st January 2018 that we have prepared a negative list, and at that time, in fact, I have been very vocal.
What caused the crash of 29 was excess speculation. What had happened was that the American economy as a whole had begun to cool starting in 1928. And the Wall Street economy disconnected from the underlying real economy and became a speculative bubble. And this fueled this speculation that just took off and took off and took off until, again, one day somebody woke up and said,